What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends, my Warning Army friends, my Dead Poet Society Army friends? I don't know what the fan base is called, man. This is not going to be my first introduction to them, but it's going to be a very recent introduction. Like I just recently heard a Dead Poet Society song. We were on a Twitch stream taking requests, and I want to say either Rob or maybe Monty suggested a Dead Poet song. And like I thought it was cool, man. Anton DeLost producing it, so like it sounds like his kind of vibe, his kind of shakedown, and it's cool, man. He's definitely got a sound about him, and I think it's very interesting, very like curious about how a lot of that comes together. But hey, I'm here for it, man. And it's got the warning in it. I think it was just Ali's birthday. Happy birthday!
It's your birthday! Happy birthday!
How cool, man. Like, I know everybody has birthdays, but it's just exciting to be like around it all. Anyway, so this is Hurt featuring The Warning. Looking forward to this, y'all. I'm gonna have the link to this video in the description box. I would love if y'all are showing DPS, I guess, some love, giving them another stream, another view. I'm gonna have The Warning's Patreon in the description box as well, y'all. And it's Christmas season. If y'all can donate to the ladies, if y'all can be a part of contributing to that, if you're not already, lovely, lovely, absolutely lovely. Let's check this out.
You need to get out of your head. You're killing yourself again. You better get what you want. You only get one shot.
Big Toms.
You know you aren't going anyhow. This is what you want, but why? You could have been just fine. Are you inside? How you dealing with
So that's the singer from Dead Poets, right? I believe.
the shot? You lighting yourself on fire. You know you aren't going anyhow. This is what you want, but why? You could have been just fine. Are you inside? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running for the rest of your life. You can take this anywhere you want. Tell me, why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this?
Big guitar sounds, man. That's neat. That's neat. I don't want to start guessing at what they're doing with to get that tone because I don't actually know. The drums are huge. Drums are ginormous. Everything feels like very wide. Like they feel like a mile wide. We got a little tambourine coming in on the left too, man. Classic chorus stuff. I vibe with it. The vocal is really interesting. It kind of gives me like maybe the darkness a little bit. Maybe like Jack White a little bit. It's like a very like controlled chaos kind of vocal. Does that make sense? I like it.
Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? I know that I have my doubts, so why you gotta call me out? Tell me it'll be just fine. You're out of your goddamn mind. The voices in my head go
Cool.
loud. I don't know how to shout them out. This is what you want, but why? You could have been just fine. Are you insane?
The Danny on that one. I think sounds good, man. I like the lyrics. The da, 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 da. The classic, y'all.
I know that I have my doubts, so why you gotta call me out? Tell me it'll be just fine. You're out of your goddamn mind. The voices in my head go
Great harmony.
loud. I don't know how to shout them out. This is what you want, but why? You could have been just fine. Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running for the rest of your life. You can take this anywhere you want. Tell me, why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running for the rest of your life. You can take this anywhere you want. Tell me, why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this?
Nice pocket.
Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? situation. You'll be running, you'll be running, you'll be. Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running, you'll be running, you'll be. Are you insane? Look at how you're living and see what you really want and what you really want.
Pow now?
You've been waiting on a miracle and you gotta let it go. Tired and afraid, the reality of getting old. It's our legacy and you will never make it out, no. Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this?
Sound like a little Danny in there too. I hope I'm not backwards on that, y'all. I'm just kind of going by my first guess here. That was a cool section. I think they were doing some handoffs in that though.
Reality of getting old. It's our legacy and you will never make it out, no. Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this?
Sounds like Dead Poets in there now.
Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running for the rest of your life. You can take this anywhere you want. Tell me, why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Do it all away.
All right. Ah. Crazy. Okay, because I was gonna talk about how like the drum beat, boom, boom, da boom, 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 da boom, whatever it was, right? In this like early parts, especially in like the kind of breakdown sections where it's just instrumental. The guitar was doing more than like what the kick and snare was doing, and that's cool. Like you can emphasize parts, especially in the what's that called? Emphasizing like the offbeats, syncopation. Like you can emphasize stuff along with the guitars, even though the guitars are playing more than it, but then it's like it's switched in that outro. We just get the guitars da 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 da, and the drums going crazy, right? And I don't like if you took that drum section and put it on top of these other guitar sections, I think the drums would still be a little wilder, but it's a cool way to get like outro, man. It's a very unique way of doing outro. I think so. I think we got Danny's guitar over on the right side, right? She had some like lead stuff going on. I believe when she was singing, I'm pretty sure it was her singing, y'all. Someone correct me. Feel free to correct me. And we had like a few like lead things that were pushed way off to the right. And I think that was Danny's guitar. So I wouldn't be surprised if like, she was over here. I don't know what the Dead Poets Society band looks like for setup, but it feels like she was over onto the right side. We also obviously have guitar on the left side. I'm assuming that Dead Poets has at least one guitar. So yeah, it's cool. Neat, man. Feels like really pushed off to the sides too, like hard push to the left and right. But it was cool, man. It was a cool mix. Very cool song. I like that like they were playing with, it felt like the phrase could have ended and it would have made sense, like especially in the chorus. And then they would like start the next phrase or the next line with continuing on that thought. So it's kind of like it depends where like you cue in or like what you're feeling, I guess, in that moment. It might mean something different to you as they roll through, right? And it's kind of open to interpretation. And I vibe with that. Talking about their legacy, talking about like money and their situation, like how would you hurt yourself for these things? Why would you hurt yourself for these things? And I think that's a really neat question or a really neat thing to propose, right? Like, and I'll empathize. Like I know about The Warning more than I know about Dead Poets Society. Like they travel, man. They tour. They're working nonstop. They've been working nonstop for like a few years, good few years now. And like to do a record while touring too, you know what I mean? And then jumping on another tour. It makes sense for the promotion side, but like, what about your relationships? Like, what about your friendships? What about, just taking time to yourself? Like you sacrifice a lot of things, or you can hurt yourself with a lot of things. You can hurt a lot of things, we'll just say. worrying about like, how are we going to pay for this? How are we going to make it? How are we going to promote this? How are we going to make our money back on a lot of this stuff? That's just like one angle of it, right? And so I think it's interesting, man. I think it was cool. I think it was a cool song. Yeah, I'm going to have the link to this video in the description box. I'll have the Warnings Patreon in the description box too, y'all. And I will catch you on the next one.